Hey fellow comrades, what you're currently witnessing here is 5 of my active boxes. Now basically what I want you guys to do is leave a comment down below and request me 6 Pokemon. Now all these 5 boxes go request me by numbers, do not request me by their specific name, all in numbers as shown in example. And also the person that will get randomly picked, because I'm going to use a random generator site that will randomly pick me a comment, is going to get a specific prize. Also, if that person that won the prize, I see him liking that video, I will throw in extra leftovers, Mega Stones, either being specific exclusive to X and Y, or ability capsule for an added bonus for supporting my channel. May luck be with you. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today we got ourselves a match against Robotnik Is Sexy. He also has a YouTube channel, so be sure to go check it out. I will link it in the description, and he also uploaded his side of the video. So with that being said, let's go directly into it. He's got a couple of very fun stuff. Basically, I've never faced them, so I kind of lack knowledge in dealing with one. But this pretty much applies to Pangoro and Malamar. Well, I do know what Malamar is all about. Pangoro is still sort of a mystery to me, so he does review the parting shot. And while I did know what sort of parting shot does, I did know it works like a U-turn. I didn't know that a person using it can just directly switch out to something to handle that specific Pokemon. And with a minus attack, minus special attack, most things can definitely handle it. Especially things that are, things like Weezing and so forth. So I decide, I will pretty much go for the Sludge Bomb, expecting him to predict the Will-O-Wisp, switching out to Xatu, trying to bounce it back. But afterwards, Steelix comes in, avoids the Sludge Bomb, of course immune, and Flamethrower do some damage as he puts up the rocks and roars me into the actual worst switch. Delibird is not a Pokemon that wants to come in after rocks being set up. Now, basically, I'm thinking, Gyro Ball is a thing that he could still possess. Some of them run just Earthquake as his offense, main offense. I'm gonna go for a Break Break to try to get damage. He's gonna expect me to Rapid Spin, as Delibird is one of those Pokemon that can actually learn it. One would not know this basically just by looking at the Pokemon. One would actually ask themselves, wait, Delibird can learn Rapid Spin? How is that a thing? But it can. So basically I was expecting that, probably trying to make Delibird as a setup fodder, because Delibird with Choice and even Rapid Spin is, I believe, Smoking set. So I don't want to lock myself into that, but I don't even have it, so there is nothing to lock myself into to try to get rid of the Stealth Rocks. So Weezing coming in, he's gonna switch out. I was kind of hoping he's gonna do something like that, so I'm gonna go for the Sludge Bomb, expecting him to predict me to go for the Willow. Now the thing is that he could have possibly even outspeed me, and there's a high chance Malamar is running Psycho Cut. So with a +1, I believe he could have easily destroyed me. But he was kind of doubting his speed when compared with Weezing's speed, so he decided to play it safe by switching out to his Xatu, as I do damage, and afterwards switch out as he decides to put up the light screen. Fortunately, do not have that random HP number to survive 2 Stealth Rocks, but in this case, it will do. So, hammer directly to Xatu's face, because I want to take it out as soon as possible. Xatu can be a potential threat, considering, with light screen supporting its teammates and whatnot on its bulk. It can be a very dangerous teammate supporter. So, basically, I take him out with Crab Hammer. Didn't want to predict the Vileplume in any way. Afterwards, switching out to Cradily, expecting the Sleep Powder, but he actually took me by surprise by going for the Giga Drain and doing a lot of damage, considering this is a special defensive Cradily. Malamar is gonna come in, as I'm gonna go for the Confuse Ray. I'm gonna try to make him a little bit confused on what my set is all about. Basically, this is like a fusion staller. This is like a poison fusion set. You confuse something and you toxic it, and then you try to keep on hitting. If the opponent keeps on hitting itself, the poison is gonna rack up. And I also have Run, Recover, and Stealth Rocks, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, it's a really weird set, but I still need to find myself some opportunities to make it work. As of right now, as you guys are seeing, it's kind of getting walled by Vileplume, unfortunately. So I switch out to my Weezing. Sludge Bomb does a lot of damage. I decide to damage this Vileplume because, when comparing to things like Kingler and Tingrowth and all those grass type Pokemon, I'm actually relieved that Vileplume didn't get Regenerate, because that could have been incredible. Vileplume would regenerate, just a threat to not be messed around with. So I have myself a Torment Weezing, which I kind of like. Basically, I know Torment Weezing is not really a Smogon set, and I know Torment in general it's really a situational thing, but in this case it can be very useful, because not only will I not allow him to keep on going for the Roar as I did Torment him, which means that he will have to shovel around with his moveset a bit. This will also force him to play offensive. I was kind of being scared of the possible Toxic right here, or to try to avoid, you know, the Earthquake, of course, being part Levitate. This will also allow me to gain some leftovers, so this is pretty much my plan right now. Try to switch out Weezing, part predicting the Toxic, or part predicting the left, or you know, the Earthquake, Levitate, immunity and whatnot. Again, the additional lefties, because he's got that Pangoro. I have to preserve my Weezing at a reasonable amount in order to handle one. So basically that was in my plan, and it pretty much came up successful. So that's a good sight to behold. Vileplume is gonna come in, and I'm really fearing the Sleep Powder again, because I've seen how much it does. It does a lot of damage. So this Vileplume is offensive, but they can still run Sleep Powder. You know, Sleep Powder is a really good status that can somehow sometimes even mean adapt to that specific Pokemon if they do not have a Cleric, or if they do not really wake up early. But Sludge Bomb is going to take me out. Cradily is extremely slow, as this will allow me to switch out to Pyroar. Little did I know that his Vileplume was actually Assault Vest, and I did Calcs. I only had 18% to one-shot him with Fire Blast. And this is Life Orb Timid Pyroar. That is incredible. It basically does this amount right here, as I did Granbull. So Vileplume with Assault Vest is a pretty good option actually. I should definitely give that a consideration, as I do manage to take him out. But the Life Orb damage and the Stealth Rocks that are gonna be coming in is gonna be kinda unfortunate, as he switches out Pangoro. This is a funny moment, but I have an idea here. I've never really faced Pangoro, but looking at his stats, I think that this is like a perfect choice card Pokemon. So what I did, I switch out to Weezing, and I actually expect him to go for a fighting type move, which I'm actually weak to it. Luckily he didn't crunch or anything like that, and he did go for the Storm Throw. So the Storm Throw basically always crits, but unfortunately I can still take one more. So I want to play it safe, just in case he does decide to stay in. Expect me to predict him to switch out by going for like a Flamethrower or something. I decide to go for the Will-O-Wisp, but the Vileplume is gonna come in. Vileplume is gonna take the Will-O-Wisp quite well, you know, basically just residual. I want to damage it to a point where Fire Blast can take it out, and after Will-O-Wisp, Fire Blast is a high chance of taking it out. It's not 18% anymore afterwards. So basically he's gonna take me out. That's fine. Flamethrower doesn't do that much. Again, like I said, Assault Vest, Vileplume. Basically it's like a special defensive Vileplume, but you're kind of forced to attack and you cannot use any supportive sets. So it's definitely something that took me by surprise. A Fire Blast misses, ladies and gentlemen. That was very unfortunate that I actually missed there, because this would took him out, and then he would have need to switch out to Pangoro, which would have to lock himself into something, and maybe I could have switched out and preserved for his Malamar and so forth, but it didn't come down to that. Anyways, Porygon is gonna come in. I just want to damage this, so I'm gonna go for Ice Beam right now. I think that Porygon can at least take 2 of his moves. I'm actually a little bit EV trained in special defense, and with Evilite I do possess some good special defense all around. So I do decide, you know, Ice Beam against the Malamar switch, doing a lot of damage. He's gonna go for the Superpower because it is unstabbed. It's gonna fail of taking me out, and you're gonna see right here that a little bit of luck is gonna factor in, as well as he's gonna try to end this game with style. So what he's trying to do here is he's trying to Trick Room. Being that he is paralyzed now, he would have easily speed me afterwards. I don't know how that one would work with Scarf Pangoro if it all came down to it, but luckily I managed to crit him first, then paralyze him, and then crit him again, which is absolutely insane. That definitely was a lucky turns on my behalf. You know, I tend to be really lucky sometimes, and it kinda is funny. After like missing Fire Blast, all the luck was going to my favor afterwards. So coming down to my last Pokemon, he's gonna go for the Storm Throw. Basically this always crits, of course, as Crab Hammer is gonna miss. It would have never taken him out. Unfortunately, it didn't have superpower because it had agility and Sword Dance. But it came down to be a really spectacular match. I enjoyed this match quite greatly. Thank you very much to Robotnik Is Sexy for having this battle with me. Hope to battle you again. I hope you guys have enjoyed this match as much as I did. As always, if you enjoyed this match, give a like. Thank you very much guys for continued support, and until next time, take care. Peace.